100.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Try this again.
Right.
Try this again.
Let me make sure the counter is going this time. Yes, indeed. Cooley.
Yes, indeed.
Coolio.
Yes, indeed.
Boy,
Yes,
boy,
indeed.
boy. Yes, indeed.
Man, what you think about Childish Gambino?
As far as
Just overall.
his range, I think he dope.
Yeah.
I even like his music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Dion Glover, the comedian.
Yeah. He should have stayed away from that.
But I like the musician. I like the actor.
Mm-hmm.
The producer, executive producer.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even talk right now. I like all the little lanes that he get, except this comedian.
The comedy. Yeah.
Even that jump was alright, but yeah, he's very versatile.
Yeah, he's one of those people. I kind of put him in the same category as I put Mos Def and like Lauryn Hill into. They're on a different level.
Man, I hate when people bring Lauryn Hill name up in the conversation.
Well, I don't. Musically, you got to think before Lauryn Hill started this, whatever she calls it. Like Lauryn Hill really was like she could do anything at that point in time. So you have to give her credit for that part of it. She was acting, she was singing, she was arranging, she was rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when she, I guess, and I think what happened to her, maybe what happened to a J Electronica, or no, for real. What I'm saying is, it's like some of these folks, when they get exposed as being good at what they do, and then people start pushing them, they're not ready. They're not ready for all of that. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of shrink. They be like, oh, no, I ain't really, don't start calling. Because people started calling Lauryn Hill, like, they started putting her in the category of, like, top, not just top female or top lady MCs. They started putting her in a category of, like, top MCs. Like, she was one of the best to do it. Which she clearly did not have the catalog for it. But it's overall her ability to sing, rap, put music together and all that. Yeah, she gets like, she's the same thing that you know Donald Glover has going on. The same thing that Mos Def was doing at one point in time. The same thing, kind of Jamie Foxx-ish a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They got them couple different lanes that they go in that they're good at. You know what I'm saying?
But they have
what Drake is doing too.
They have consistent now.
But see, you said the right word, consistent.
They have consistent material.
So yeah, that's all I was saying. That's all I was saying. They got consistent stuff.
Tongue-tied.
I don't know, man. You had company before I came to the studio?
No, it's medicine over here. Maybe shit.
Oh, okay. I need a little meds myself, man. I'm just trying to get over this. I ain't gonna say that, man.
Trying to get over what, sir?
Oh man, it's gonna. Only thing I'm trying to get over, man, is just a little anxiety, man. A little anxiety, you know, for the golly, a little anxiety for the times, man. That's all. A little anxiety for the times. You know what I mean? I think the times bring about anxiety. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of anxiety.
Yeah, the times. And I'm not a very, very anxious person, but just the times we live in are just bringing about some anxiety. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The virus that's going on, we were just talking about before we start recording, talking about curfews, things of that nature.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, you gotta make sure you get all your business done before 8.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think it's just like I said, man, it's just the times, man. It's an adjustment though. It's an adjustment. Like a real adjustment for people.
It will be. Man, I done already made it though. I done already told people, it's like, shit, I'm in the house before 8 o'clock, man. Niggas start acting crazy before, around this time.
You ain't lying.
For
they
real.
Start. Yeah, they do.
For real. After
They
8,
really
it's
do.
like, whoa.
I think it's got something to do with the sun going down or something, dog. I don't know what that is. They just get to acting real foolish. Cussing and arguing for no reason. Everything.
All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Let's get started, man. I'm ready.
What's good? It was good.
What is good?
I am your host, Jason JWillDoes, and I got my guy, Ivan, Sam.
I thought we weren't going to say Sam no more, man. It's an old man's name.
Gotcha.
That's an old man's name. I'm not
So
old
I
man
got
yet.
Ivan, the Grizzly.
The Great.
Word.
Yeah, man.
You Tony the Tiger now?
No,
Face
man.
ass nigga?
No, man. I'm not. I see. I knew it was coming. No, man. I'm feeling great though. I'm feeling
Gotcha.
great, man.
Gotcha.
Hey, man.
I
Hey,
dig
for real
that.
though. Like,
I dig that.
I'm just being, man. I don't know. I just think, man, a lot of good things are gonna come out of all of this stuff, man. You know
Out
what I
of
mean?
what?
I just out of all of this.
That's going on?
Yeah. Because I think what's happening is, man, people are becoming aware. You know what I'm saying?
No, they not.
Yes, they do. Yes, they are.
No, they not.
You can't see it, but yes, they are. There's situations like this that force you to become aware. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna have your people that's gonna be asleep. You're always gonna have that. So you can't avoid that. But a lot of people, man, it's forcing them to think about stuff that they didn't think about before.
This is true.
It's literally forcing them to start questioning their daily habits, attitudes, the way they spend, the way they communicate, their relationships, all that kind of stuff. It's forcing them to be that way. And now you got people that's got to be at home with their kids and family for the next, 15 days, 20 days, maybe even more.
2 weeks, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
So you got people that was not talking to each other that's going to be forced to talk to each other now. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I'm looking at it, man. Because you can only sit in the house for so long with somebody and not talk to them.
And being on social media, you already see people like,
of course.
oh my God,
Yeah,
I gotta be
exactly.
with my kids.
Exactly.
2 weeks.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? I think it's a good thing, man. I don't think it's a good thing that people are getting sick and what. I don't think that part is good, but I think what we're having to do.
You see this nigga finna
This is
race Michael Vick.
Michael Vick? Okay, dog. We watching Atlanta in the studio, folks. Sorry about that. But
the things niggas do when you drunk
that's
or
what I'm
high,
saying.
like, man, yeah, nigga, I can dust you.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
ain't that fast.
Right. And then,
I pulled a hamstring.
how you pull a hamstring racing Michael Vick? What? You pull a hamstring racing an all-pro quarterback? You fool you? What's wrong with you?
I would try it.
I would not do that in the boat.
I don't like, you know what?
I would not do that with a goat.
I could take this nigga.
I would not do it outside. I would not do it in a ride.
Take that nigga.
I would not race Michael Vick.
Shit. How much money on the line?
I wouldn't do it. I'm not finna embarrass myself. This man
I'm fast too, nigga.
Yeah, you fast for people who don't play professional sports. Yeah,
I'm fast too, nigga.
Okay.
Shit.
That man probably still run a 4.5s at least.
If it wasn't for this hamstring.
Yeah, okay. Hamstring.
For real.
Speaking of hamstrings, can the amount of time that Jay Electronica take off, would that be his hamstring for this album?
Man,
his pull up.
Take off where? Take off where? The only reason why he's taking off to he's taking off on Jay-Z's Paper Plane. Oh
wow. That's kind of, man. I'm sorry, bro. That's trippy. That was very trippy.
What, this?
Yeah, that was very trippy.
But it's taking flight off of Jay-Z's Paper Plane. That's all I say. Because,
but don't all artists take off on their flagships, paper planes? Come on, man. Get a guy a break.
You've heard my rant. You've heard my rant before.
I have.
My rant pretty much is his hype does not match his music.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all.
This statement is not denying his rapping ability. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you said that.
It's proof positive that he don't know how to pick music though, which I'm still standing on about Nas and other artists who that you might be a great rapper. I don't know because the music that you rapping over. I ain't like Common. There's only a few songs. There's only a few songs that I like of Common. But those are like the songs that he rapped over Kanye beat. Love that song, The Corners. That shit was hard.
Absolutely.
But if you want me to go and listen to Chocolate Water or Flower Like Water Chocolate or whatever it's a dumbass title, whatever it was.
Why is that a dumbass title? Because you don't understand. Have you ever looked up the title of that? Like Water for Chocolate?
I shouldn't have to research.
No, yes, you should. Music is supposed to make you think. It's supposed to be thought provoking. Is what it is.
Maybe.
Because you got to think about it. Everybody has their lane, man.
This is true.
If you have a lane, then there are fans for that lane. You know
but you are already in that lane, so you already know what it means.
Not necessarily. There's some songs where I had to go. Like, there's a couple. Like there's a couple songs that Talib Kweli and Mos Def made, and I was fans, and I saw the title of the album, where I saw the title of a song, and I was like, "What does that mean?" So I go look it up. You know what I'm saying? You know what's interesting? You know who you know what's interesting? You know who the guys that you're talking about? Mm-hmm. One of the Earth's coldest comedians. Those are his guys. Just take a guess.
Who? Dave Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is actually he's actually the he's actually the third
the hype.
He's actually the third member of Mos Def and Talib Kweli.
So,
and he digs Jay Electronica too. But you got to realize what we talked about the other day.
I was on top of it as soon as it came out. I listened to it. I gave it like 3-4 listens. I'm like, all right, so I see what songs I like. I see what songs I don't like.
You know what's interesting?
This Jay Electronica album sounds dated. He sounds dated. He sounds like an old nigga trying to get back into the
I don't think so. Trying to like get back in the game or something like that? Nah. I feel like this. Not like that.
Listening to I understand the reason why Dr. Dre never came out with
Detox. Because he couldn't top the Chronic. In totality.
It's not only that, but after a while, after you don't make it over a year, after 10, 20 years, it's like if you come out with it, it's never gonna beat its own hype.
Right.
It will never live up to the hype.
So that's what you exactly what you said is what I was thinking about the next Outkast album, right?
Right.
Because basically what Andre is saying, like, man, I don't know if we can be the outcast that people want us to be. You know what I'm saying?
It'll never live up to anyone's expectations.
So I actually dig what you're saying about that, because as far as artists go, like, even if you talk about a first album, which I'm gonna say, in my opinion, Game is one of the few rappers that he's never put out a bad album that I know of. He's never put out a bad album.
Correct.
His sophomore album was better than his first album. Yes. So they always talk about the sophomore curse. In JLX's situation, he's never really put out an album. He's got music out there. He's got a catalog, but he's never actually officially put out like his first album was like mixtape stuff and some other stuff, and they just put it out as a piece, right? But this one is like kind of like his official first album. And he mentioned something about, like, it's crazy, I got Hove on my first album, which is crazy, because that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
On every song.
Maybe so. But wasn't built for Cuban Links. Was that like Raekwon had help on that whole album too? For real talk. Like, he had help on that whole album. Drake's first album was full of features. Well, even though Drake had an extensive mixtape background, let's not take that away from him. But still, what I'm saying from a perspective of just a lover of hip hop, right, is we got a bonus.
Drake is able to live up to his hype because he built his own hype.
That's true. He does. He's Jay Electronica and guys like that aren't just like, they don't have the same entertaining value as a Drake. You know what I'm saying?
I was disappointed, man.
I mean, that's cool. Cool.
So
that's cool. I was not
listening to the hype.
I didn't jump out of a window and say it's the greatest album I've ever heard, but I was impressed.
Listening to the hype is like hearing a guy brag about a bad bitch, and then he presents this bad bitch to you, and you like, that's her?
Man,
this is it?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
The album was not dressed correctly. I didn't like how it was presented.
So if it was presented differently,
I don't see how it can come out to be a hip hop album and there's no drums. You can't say it's a rap album.
Well, you can't say Future's albums are rap albums. You can't say Amigos albums are rap albums then.
They have drums.
Not on every song.
Yes, they do.
But on a lot of them now, they don't.
All of them do.
You heard Travis Scott stuff. Do all his songs have drums on?
My nigga, you just said you said Migos.
Yeah, I said, have you heard Travis Scott stuff? Does all of his songs have drums?
Yeah.
No.
Man, dude.
Do you know a lot of these dudes have gone back to using synthesizers and then using a little tap for beats?
But it's still drums.
Oh my God.
I'm talking about drum beats, drum patterns.
Not all of them.
I'm talking about doom, doom, doom. I'm talking about that.
Yes. Not all of them.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay.
You know what? Okay. You might be correct. Not the whole entire album. No.
Right. No. Jay Electronica's whole entire album.
This nigga got 10 songs.
No, sir. The first song got drums. The first song got drums.
Man, the first song got Muhammad talking in a speech. That's what track 1 is.
First of all, sir, that's Louis Farrakhan. Let's get the names right.
Okay. You are absolutely correct.
Thank you very much.
Please do not send the FOI for me. I was incorrect in the name on track 1, but it was a speech track 1. It's not even a song.
I said the first song. The first song is actually the second track. It's got drums when you first hear it. Come on, man. You may not like the record. I get it. You don't like the records. That's cool. All right.
Out of 10, I like 3.
Okay, that's cool.
To me, I don't think that is enough. That's like a 30% album.
Okay.
It should be labeled differently. Like I was telling you the other day, it was like listening to rap over David Sanborn beats.
Nah, that's extreme. That's extreme. That's extreme. That's extreme. I think everybody was expecting
rap over saxophones.
I think people were expecting like a big. So first of all,
I was expecting the God MC to be spitting over God MC beats.
Yeah, but okay. So I give you that. I give you that.
That's what I was expecting.
I think the problem is two things. First thing is
the production was trash.
No, I ain't got to that. I'm talking about something else.
Okay.
The first thing, I knew that it was going to be a critically, just like an album that was going to be, people are going to be very critical of. I already knew that. Why? Because it's taken so long for him to put out an actual album of music, right?
10 years.
So in the context of that, and I've talked with Jay about this before, that I'm in agreement that in order to be on God MC level, on top 5, top 10, whatever, you have to consistently put out music.
A body of work.
And you have to have a body like Jay has work, but he does not have like a body of albums or either EPs with 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like we were talking about Dizza the other day. Smoke Dizza got music out like every 3 months, 6 months, whatever. That's work that's being put in. He's not just touring. He's actually putting together new concepts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On a regular basis, whether it's by himself or it's with Griselda or if it's whoever, like he's putting out stuff. And that's my criticism, my personal criticism of JLake is the fact that he's got music out there, right? He's got features with some other people. He's done other projects and he's done production and so forth and so on. But for me, that's why I agree with my co-host here that you have got to put put product out in order for people overall, because hip hop has several lanes, but such a broad audience of listeners, right? You know what I'm saying? So in order for that entire, I guess, spectrum to get a taste of what you do and what you know, you got to continue to at least put out stuff so people can judge it. But it's difficult to come back. I'm not gonna lie. I like the project. I like the album because that's my personal, thoughts on it. I like it, but we should have heard the Jay Electronica album. This is 2020. We should have heard a Jay Electronica album in 2004, 2005, 6. You know what I'm saying? Like we should have heard something, whether it was as great as everybody thought it was or not. He should have gotten it. The
only thing that we heard was his folklore. That was it. We heard
the folklore was the same way, like how people, like we talked about in certain areas, it's like that person is that dude that may be the GOAT that everybody thinks is the GOAT from that area, but a lot of other people haven't heard about it until later on. You know what I'm saying?
He's not better than Wayne.
Wayne ain't better than Wayne.
We ain't talking about this Wayne here. You can name me any period Wayne piece. He will never trump Wayne. If we talking about a New Orleans rapper, like how can he be that dude from New Orleans if he ain't even better than Lil Wayne?
Who said he was that dude from New Orleans?
You were talking about being that dude from his area. So in his area, he's that dude.
No, it could have been. It could be New Orleans. It could be New York. Wherever people love his music the most, because he is from New Orleans. He claims New Orleans, right? I don't think there's a debate in New Orleans going on whether Jay Electronica, Lil Wayne, whoever is like the greatest from New Orleans. I don't think that's a
being that dude in New York.
I don't think, dude. So ask Nas about Jay Electronica. Ask Jay-Z about Jay Electronica.
I don't get it.
I'm just saying. Ask them. No, I'm saying. Tweet them and say, hey, what do y'all think is so special about Jay Electronica? The fact that they give him respect.
The reason why they do is because they respect this nation of this rapping as Nation of Islam, FOI.
So you think that's what?
Yes.
Man, please.
5% nation. Okay. 5%er. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They respect him from that.
Okay. What about any other rappers that ain't involved with FOI?
All the rappers that I know that respect him to that level are a part of, or they respect the 5% Nation, Supreme Team, all of that other type of stuff. They're into that.
So you telling me that the entire hip hop culture, nobody other than them thinks that he is a great rapper? We ain't saying GOAT. I said a great rapper.
I mean, okay, like I said, I'm not saying that he's not a great rapper. I just don't like this album. This album is blah at best.
Okay. So who do you think should have produced the album? If you're talking production, who do you think should have produced the album?
Well,
I give you three choices.
Well, one, if we were talking, everyone's talking like the this is gonna be a whole new Watch the Throne 2 type of thing. Kanye West, for one. It don't even have to be this new Kanye West. You just go in the vault and get some of his old beats. Like he got some old beats.
So
I take Kanye West.
Yeah, you got two more choices.
I take man, it's so many other choices. Just Blaze. Swiss Beats.
Swiss.
Pharrell. Hell, Dr. Dre. So, I mean,
I think
that's another.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say for JLX's voice and Jay's voice together, I would say, and this is just what I think heard based on some of their music before. I'm gonna say number one will probably be DJ Premier. Number two, I would say I'm gonna probably say Ninth Wonder. Just Blaze could have got some action on that, I think, a little bit. I also think I think they should have at least done one or two songs with some newer guys, like newer producers or whatnot. I think it is one new producer on the album, but I think Alchemist and I can't remember. I know Jay had some input to it too, but I think Alchemist did a lot on there. But
I think Alchemist is the producer.
Yeah. They could have probably even pulled some OJ Dilla beats out, which I think would have been good. But
I just wasn't impressed.
That's cool, man.
I wasn't impressed.
That's cool, man. I love it. I was listening to it on the way over here.
To me, how the production, the music sounded like it drowned him out. One. So the production seemed horrible to me. Or maybe, I don't know if that was the whole point of it.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think rappers still rap for people to hear what they're saying.
It's even like on some songs, Jay struggled on a song or two. Or it seemed like, or I don't know. But it just seemed, I don't know. It was pieced together or something.
All I'm gonna say is this, man. I'm gonna say this, man.
There needs to be another album soon.
I believe there will be. I believe there will.
There needs to be another album soon.
Yeah, I believe there will be. I think this is just a precursor. Because the way Hov was rapping on this, I'm like, Hov got some more stuff to say.
And see, I get Hov. I get Hov's point in doing this.
Yeah.
This is like, oh, I've been wanting to do this for a while. And why not him?
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
I've been wanting to rhyme like Common Sense.
Right. I totally get that. He was spitting. He was spitting some.
But I dropped my album, made $5 million.
Right.
I ain't trying to rap like Common Sense.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, it was.
I love entendres.
Yeah, I love him. You know, he the master of them, like triples, quadruples sometimes.
Right.
So, man, what do you? You know what I'm saying? What do you think about this whole Corona thing, man? Man takes a deep breath like granddaddy over here. So you know it's gonna be some deep shit.
I've been taking the junk seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also a germaphobe.
Right.
I just don't like the simple fact of people walking around shaming other people for how they protect themselves.
Right. Right.
Man, y'all look stupid around. You got these masks on y'all face, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude. What else did he say? You only need to wear the mask unless you sick already. I'm like, my nigga, look. If they don't want to breathe your air, let them wear the mask, man.
Hey,
if that's how they want to protect themselves,
and in some ways, probably should have been wearing them junks. Looking at like the flu.
From my knowledge, every time I saw folks in China on the news, everybody, you telling me everybody on there had the virus? No, they trying to protect themselves. Shit, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Let them protect themselves.
I mean, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I've seen people, man, walk around with like it's certain people that I've seen since I was a kid that I know personally. They wear anytime something seems to be going around, they wear masks.
But man, why does Memphis have to be with the shits and the foolishness when it comes to being on the news?
Man, because
did you see the woman with
Florida and Ohio they don't beat us to it because they be doing some crazy shit too. But what happened?
The lady with the trash bags on her the trash bags on her feet. Oh my God,
she was at Treadwell.
She had a trash bag. I mean, she had a Family Dollar bag on her face. I'm like, lady, you do know bags over your face suffocate you, right?
They do kill you.
And then here's the kicker. She had a mask on, but it was under her nose.
So you still gone?
And then they got on the news. Oh, my bags, my feet are exposed. Oh.
Man, it's the craziest.
They opened. They're torn. My bags are torn on my feet. I'm like, lady, really? Your shoes gonna get infected?
Man, what?
Okay,
shoes gonna get infected.
But it's just funny as far as the news has been hyping it up to this pandemonium that it is, and now they're like, hey, y'all, hey. It's really not that serious.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's really not that serious, guys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hold back.
Yeah.
You like, nigga, it's somebody at home right now. They got 12 racks of bread at the crib, and selling them jumps for like $8 a loaf.
But they gonna mold. They gonna mold. So I mean, what they gonna? These man, I'm sorry, man. These people are killing me right now.
I put like this. You know what it showed me?
What's that?
It's like. How should I say this? They played their hand too early. Niggas who do shit like this, they played their hand too early. So now I see what you. It's like when you play spades with a nigga who got the Joker and they can't wait to show their Joker. Big Joker.
Yep.
But nigga, I got the big judge though.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. You got too excited, my nigga. So they got so excited they want to go ahead and buy up everything. Yep. And then try and sell the shit. Right. Yep. Like this dumbass nigga who bought 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer. He can't do shit with it because the government sent a cease and desist.
A cease and desist. Sure did.
So now he's stuck with them jumps.
Yep.
But he exposed himself too soon.
Yeah,
it ain't a food shortage yet. It ain't a shortage of things yet.
Nah, it's not.
Wait until the shortage and then start doing the shit.
Yeah. But see, that what they did was, like you said, they jumped the gun, and see now, even like the stores are being replenished now.
Right. See what I'm saying?
They're being replenished. because I still got some, contacts in the grocery world and stuff, and the store, they still got plenty of stuff at the warehouses, like the suppliers and the distributors and all of the sources where stuff comes from is still producing product. Ain't nobody stopped. Ain't no.
I was on.
That's why I said about FedEx and Amazon. I was like, when they warehousing and stuff shut down, then we really in trouble at that point.
I was on Amazon and somebody was selling a bottle, just one can of Lysol for like $115.
And somebody probably bought it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, somebody probably bought that junk.
I'm like, dude.
But see, that's capital. Well, that's not capitalism in itself. Let me explain this. Capitalism itself is not a bad concept. It's not a bad principle or concept. Because
we're all a used can. I'll be like, hey, I've already used it. My house is clean here.
Right. We're all capitalists in some way. $50. Come on, man. Look at this man here. But there are, people who take advantage of panic.
Yes.
And they out here selling, just crazy stuff, man. Somebody was selling a roll of tissue for like $125. And it looked like somebody was bidding on. Like, that's stupid, man. That's just stupid.
I still don't understand this whole thing with the toilet tissue. Like, my
people thinking they're gonna be stuck in the house and they need toilet paper to take shit.
I can't eat the tissue, nigga. Hey, if I run out of tissue, I still get paper. I still get newspaper in the house. I got magazines. Nigga, I'm from the hood. We used to wipe our ass with magazines. Oh, the old if it was a Jet magazine, like, who used to buy the tissue? Fuck. Get this damn Jet magazine.
This man said,
wipe your ass with the beauty of the week until you get some new tissue.
This man said, wipe your ass with the beauty of the week.
Nigga, don't act like you ain't never wiped your ass with the commercial appeal.
I've never wiped my ass with the commercial appeal, sir. Not once.
Okay.
Now, I've wiped my ass with paper towels before.
You see how bougie this nigga is?
No, this is not bougie. This is what I had, pimp.
Memphis, you see how bougie this nigga is?
Here we go. Nah, man, let me saying that.
I use
saying I'm bougie, and Memphis nigga try to rob me.
And you know what?
I ain't bougie. Y'all got me messed up.
You probably got your ass whooped for using paper towels too, because your mama was like, "Boy, you can't flush paper towels down the toilet.
You can't flush a beauty of the week down the toilet.
You can flush paper."
No, you can't, man.
Okay, we flush newspaper down the toilet.
I don't know what.
Flush newspaper down the toilet. Ask any nigga who was in the hood that they use newspaper in the toilet to wipe their ass with.
Man, listen, man.
That's how I am aware of using it. Being in the hood and somebody's like, "Boy, use that newspaper in there."
Man, yep.
Newspaper. It's gonna hurt.
This bag sound like Peppa Pig and shit.
It's gonna hurt.
Oh man,
you gonna be all right?
Man, listen.
We're gonna run up to the store and get some cottonelle. Some Scots. Man, Scots. That's just like newspaper.
Oh,
the one ply.
This man.
Y'all niggas is idiots going out here buying up all the toilet tissue though.
Nah, I'm just. This is what I'm thinking about. Is like we buying toilet tissue, which you gonna need tissue, right? But you didn't buy no vitamins.
Dude.
You didn't buy no
you can go to the grocery store now and all dumb shit is bought up. But you go over to the fruit aisle. There's a whole bunch of fruit still there. Lemons.
I bought fruit. I bought vegetables. I just got those yesterday. It was plenty of them.
Exactly.
Like people were buying some stuff. It was being sold, but there was still plenty left to get.
The vitamin aisle fully stocked.
Yeah. Like I said, man.
Oh my God, I take this.
It just shows us where we have come to. You know what I mean? This culture, man. It's what it is. We focused on the wrong stuff.
Buying up all the meat. I'm like, man, y'all crazy, man.
Y'all
are crazy.
I also think that people on social media, I need this is what I need. I'm not gonna get it, but I still need for people to stop passing on secondhand stories about stuff. Somebody's, oh, I'm just reposting this. My neighbor's brother works for the Pentagon. Really? And they emailed them yesterday and said that this is what people are posting. Oh, this is not me. This is a repost from somebody else. Their brother works for the FBI or the TBI.
It sound cool to post.
I'm like, come on, man. Cool. Y'all posting the same stuff.
Everybody want to be first and be cool.
Exactly. Oh, this word just in. All federal employees are supposed to do jumping jacks, and that helps them to keep from getting it. Like, I be like, man, come on, y'all, stop it, man. I need y'all to stop doing that.
And then we got the other ones
because y'all confusing people, man. Y'all need to stop doing that.
And then you got other people who's not taking the shit seriously, just playing around like, ooh, like this Rudy Gobert ass nigga. Oh, I just might have you touch your microphones and all of your recorders. I'm coughing. I might be sick now. And then go run in your teammates' locker room, coughing on your hands and shit, touching all of their shit. All of their shit.
Man, that was kind of dumb. That was kind of dumb. I have to admit that was.
My nigga. If I was Donovan Mitchell.
So speaking of Donovan Mitchell,
if I was Donovan Mitchell, I would call a team meeting like Gilbert Arenas. Bring my pistol whip the dog shit out of his ass. And then say, meeting adjourned. And then go back home.
I'm just still tripping. I'm like, he didn't know he had it, but I'm like, man, that was real crazy. That was real crazy. Man, he took his hand and started rubbing on it. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing at that.
Dude.
Yeah,
if I was the reporters, if I was the teammates, I would just be like, you know what, my nigga, you can have that shit. It's just gonna be there. I ain't touching that joint. I'm just going to the house.
It's funny. Rudy Gobert will be he won't be remembered for his career in the NBA. He'll be remembered as the NBA player that shut down the NBA season.
In the asterisk for 2020. Yeah. Rudy Gobert, the nigga who ended the NBA season with this look.
Oh man, that's the
nigga who ended the NBA season.
Dude had to live.
It's only 19 more games, my nigga. The season.
Hey, I bet them two dudes who probably been in the D League, the G League or something, and they just got called up. I know they mad as hell. I'm sorry, man. I know they mad as hell. I was getting ready to play next game.
Right.
God damn.
They ended the season and the G League season.
Oh, this man on fire. Hey, who got Rudy Gobert Twitter? Matter of fact, who got his Instagram? Who got his phone up? Call this man. I'm gonna cuss him out right now.
Everybody needs to whoop the dog shit out of this man.
That man said at the house
because
crying. I did not mean to touch those things. I did not mean to.
Because one, not only did he infect them, his teammates, who was the people who played Utah? Didn't
nobody else get it other than Donovan Mitchell? I don't think
it's somebody for the opposing team that they were playing.
But they say he got it from a kid. He was signing autographs, so Ain't no telling, man.
I wouldn't be trying to touch nobody, no fans' hands.
But see, that was before. That was like way before. So,
nigga, how way before what?
Right before the spread of the virus. It was still going on in China. I still ain't shaking no kids' hands. But nobody was talking about it over here yet. They wasn't talking about it. Not for it being here. No.
You see how quickly we find out how small the world is.
Say what?
You see how quick we find out how small the world is?
Yeah, well, yeah. That's true.
The degrees of separation. Yeah. I would have never thought that this pandemonium in China would reach Treadwell in Memphis.
Well, of course, man.
You're like, how does this nigga? How is he? They affiliated with anybody? Like, man, this is crazy.
This how the world is being, though, man. We're part of it, so I ain't surprised.
It's crazy. And then another nigga, man, I believe Donald Trump been having that, and he been shaking prime minister. It's too many government officials who all of a sudden have tested positive for the coronavirus, and they have been in contact with this nigga a couple of days before.
Trump,
and he just now getting tested for it. Go ahead, test me. I am positive I don't have it. I'm positive.
Why do you sound just like that, man?
Weeks later and shit, this nigga test for it. That nigga should have tested for it first. But nah, this nigga weeks before just shaking prime minister's hand, shaking this guy's hand, shaking that guy's hand. Now they like, we're unaware, but the prime minister might be sick.
Yeah.
We still ain't heard nothing from the Pope.
You know what?
You ain't heard nothing about the Pope since they caught that man out there shaking their hands.
Sure hadn't.
Feeling sorry for those who were sick.
Yep. And that's what I said. I was like, how could he have like the greatest security detail in the world? That man shake the hands of 6 people. I was like, something just does not sound right. I'm like, this man rides around in a bulletproof vehicle.
Right. In a bubble.
Yes.
Comes out and just shaking sick
people's hands, and he's elderly himself.
Right.
Something ain't right about that, man. Something ain't right about that at all. I just thought, I don't get it. I don't get that.
At all.
I don't get it, man. I wonder what the Pope's up to.
And then the nigga was, and then Trump was on TV. He looked like he was sick. He didn't look like his usual orange self. He, his eyes, like around his eyes, it was blue. It was like a pale blue color. Like, man, this man look like he was sick. What's wrong with this man? Ain't nobody tested this man yet. I doubt if I'm sick, but we can go ahead and test me. Like, dude, you look ill. You need some vitamin C pills, some rose hips.
I think.
What the hell is a rose hip?
I don't know, but they work. They work, man. I think Trump is sick too, man. I think he's sick too. But I just think the irony of it all, though.
What?
Just the irony, man.
What you mean?
Like, he really kind of took the outbreak like it's nothing, and then poetic justice.
It's just like the flu. Just take your regular.
And then he didn't even know people died from the flu.
Just take your flu shots. You would be fine.
But then, on top of that, everything that the Simpsons has said was going to happen is happening.
Dude, I saw that meme where it was like,
that's not right.
Where he was in the casket. I was like, they have predicted everything. I need to check and see if they got a coronavirus episode.
Somebody posted that they did, but I don't think so. I think they made that up. Yeah, I think they made that up. I think some of it you have to be careful, what you see, because sometimes they'll be trying to make it seem like the Simpsons predicted every single thing when it's just like a couple things. Though. Yeah, well, they pretty much have. Yeah.
Man, this episode crazy, man.
This episode of Atlanta is the barber episode.
Have you seen this episode?
I've never seen it.
So he went to the barbershop, and him going to the barbershop, this nigga, his barber,
Right.
is like, oh shit, I gotta go do something. Come ride with me real quick. So it's like he just taking this nigga around while he's making a run, cutting other people's hair. Still ain't cutting his nigga hair.
Still ain't cut his hair.
Like right now, he coming over a chick house that he smashed.
To cut her son hair.
Right.
And still ain't cut this man hair. Oh, no, partner. He couldn't get me like that.
My nigga, I be fire hot, man. I'm whooping your ass at some point.
Yeah.
Nigga, cut my hair.
Man, for real.
Cut my hair over this chick house.
Man,
or something.
You ain't lying. And then the lights just went off?
Right.
He trying to leave.
You ain't see he just took out by the purse.
Sure did. Man, this is stupid, man. Anyway, I think Trump is sick. I think a lot of what we as Americans fear, I think a lot of what we fear is actually happening. And just as far as, not being as comfortable as we always wanted to be, or not as comfortable as we have been, having to rely more on quick thinking than just being able to get up and go to McDonald's the next day or go to wherever. You know what I'm saying?
This is going to be our humbling experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And not just for the common everyday person. We're talking big corporations and big money. I think it's a sign to them too that they ain't as tough as they thought they were.
I seen some other conspiracies going on, but I got to check into them. But it has to do with Charles Barkley, Tom Hanks, Celine Dion, all of that. I got to see some more, but
Celine Dion,
yeah,
Charles Barkley.
All of them Charles Barkley supposedly had the coronavirus too. He's sick right now.
Okay.
Tom Hanks is sick.
Okay. Him and his
Celine
wife.
Dion is sick, supposedly.
Okay.
I don't want to say it on here, but it's some other things supposedly that they're all secretly kind of tied into, but they also have the coronavirus supposedly also.
Oh, okay. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that off.
I also saw that so Harvey Weinstein got like 20 some years, 29 years, 23 years or something like that.
23 years. Yeah.
But he was supposed to get more, but he cooperated and gave up some names.
Okay. Is that
and
I didn't hear anything else about that. So what you got for me on that one?
And let me see. One of those names is Oprah Winfrey.
Get out of here.
If I can pull this shit up. Because there's a whole bunch of stuff that I keep seeing where I keep... have you been noticing like a lot of the CEOs of companies are stepping down?
Yes, I heard about that yesterday.
And all of this that I'm talking about is tying in to that. Like I said, the Tom Hanks, the Celine Dion, the Charles Barkley, the CEO stepping down, all of this shit.
Okay. We'll discuss that.
Harvey Weinstein's sentence is shortened. Instead of getting 55 plus years, it's 23. But let's see. What was it that I was looking at when I saw that? Well, while I'm looking for it, I'll name some other stuff that I'm coming across.
Yeah. I just think while Jay's looking for that, I think that I do not believe everything. I do not believe everything that goes on. There is a conspiracy behind it, but I do believe and know that there are certain things that
research Pizzagate.
Yeah. Pizzagate. Yeah, absolutely. That was some real stuff. That was some real stuff.
It's associated with Pizzagate. Well, all of this what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
So
what else you got?
It is convicted Hollywood rapist Harvey Weinstein agreed to a deal in exchange for his testimony against hundreds of top Hollywood celebrities and their involvement in the drug business, pedophilia, and child trafficking. Instead of a 55-year sentence, he only received 23 years. In exchange, he provided testimonies against some of the biggest and most powerful names, including Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, Joe Biden, Tom Hanks, Oprah Winfrey, Quentin Tarantino, Charlie Sheen, Kevin Spacey, John Travolta, Steven Spielberg, Pizzagate, sex trafficking clubs.
Wow.
And their association with Jeffrey Epstein.
Wow. Oh. There's another name.
See what I'm saying? Then you have different little where like CEOs are stepping down from their companies, like Bill Gates stepped down from Microsoft. Who else? What was the other one? So CEO of Microsoft stepped down, CEO of Disney stepped down, CEO of Tinder, OkCupid, Match, they stepped down. CEO of Hulu stepped down. CEO of Salesforce stepped down. CEO of Harley Davidson stepped down. CEO of IBM stepped down. CEO of T-Mobile stepped down. And the CEO of LinkedIn is stepping down. And I think CEO of MasterCard is stepping down.
Oh wow!
So it's a whole bunch of people stepping down all in once for a reason.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was trying to find some info about Weinstein, but wasn't saying anything about what the in this article they mentioned Jeffrey Epstein too, but it didn't go much into detail about the actual what his plea was and then what he got, what they came up with. But
see, once he gets those years, whatever they agreed upon, they can't talk about it.
Yeah, afterwards.
So you're not going to see any other information. All you're going to start seeing are people either getting arrested, or you're going to start seeing them going. They're like, so and so has passed away. You like what?
Right.
And then you're gonna hear about or that it was something fishy about their death.
Oh yeah, it always is.
So
because Epstein supposedly hung himself,
right?
Like right after he went to jail,
right?
Which didn't make any sense whatsoever, based on what they said they claimed he hung himself with. That was weird. But I definitely know that. I definitely know, man, that it be some weird shit going on. It be some weird shit going on in Hollywood, man. Famous people, Hollywood, all that type of stuff. It'd be some weird shit, partner.
One of which also proved my point with the Charlie Sheen. What's the dude? Corey Feldman was admitted that Charlie Sheen sexually assaulted one of the other boy actors, something Haim.
Corey Haim?
Yeah.
What's his name? Yeah, because everybody thinks Corey Feldman is crazy.
Right.
They think he's he lost it. Because he's been in, I think he did rehab or something.
Right.
And he's been in facilities a couple times. because he's the one that came out and was like, "There's no way Michael Jackson did that stuff." Because I was at his house and like all of us young child actors were, and then none of us see none of this stuff go on. And but yeah, they always try to say he's crazy and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but
when I keep seeing different names pop up in certain things, I'm like, okay, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, because Sheen got away with some bad stuff. Like that
nigga shut down the porn industry.
Well, like and like he didn't tell nobody he had that stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, Charlie Sheen. Oh boy.
What was his line that he used to say? Winning. That's what it was. Winning.
I guess he was.
Shit.
Yeah, Hollywood is a strange place, man. It's a very, very strange place. And now that Hollywood has extended itself, like all the way around the world, so to speak, it's even more weird.
Yes.
It's just even more weird, man. But I knew that something was going to come up about Oprah. I knew her name was going to be mentioned in something,
which would explain, like, she left Russell Simmons alone.
Yeah, she backed off of that quick. Now she backed off of that one quicker than she backpedaled on the Michael Jackson thing. Because
I would say I know Russell Simmons would know a lot about that industry.
He had insight before a lot of other black artists and folks had on things that were going on. Yeah, Russell was they pulled him in, let him in. You know what I'm saying? Early, and when they put that thing out, they was gonna do his Me Too thing. And it wasn't but a couple days later, they was like, "Oh, y'all gonna do this? Okay, so we got some. We got some too."
Right.
And everybody started pulling off of that. And the producer stepped down, and Oprah decided not to do. Like, no,
right.
Russ pulled them papers and the pictures out on y'all. So, oh, really? This how y'all want to do it? Well, I got some stuff right here too, because he's already been somebody that already took him to court or whatever, or tried to, for like messing with him or whatever. And I think one of the statements that he even made when he met the young lady was, I think he asked her how old she was or something, or asked her like, was she, what was she getting at or something. It was some kind of different type of conversation that they had when he met her, as in saying, well, later on, it was later on, and I think he said something about, did me and you sleep together at some point? I think it was like that. So he was like, because I'm gonna tell you, I don't remember. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Russell Simmons got some insight. I don't think they wanted to get under his skin too much, because there's certain people that they just don't like. They ain't finna bother too much because they got too much. And after this whole Gayle thing with Oprah, I figured it was going to be something.
I haven't heard nothing from them as of late.
Oh, they've been very quiet for the last 2 weeks.
Very quiet.
Yeah, they've been very quiet.
Ever since Harvey Weinstein has been sentenced.
Ever since when he first got caught, they ain't said nothing about it. They ain't said a word that I know of.
Now, okay, what I'm saying is, so remember, like, when Snoop Dogg came out and cursed out Gayle King.
Yeah.
Oprah came out. And you saw her all over the news taking up for Gayle, crying, "Oh my God, her life is being threatened," blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Gayle speaking out and all this. What I'm saying right now, because they've been out publicly speaking.
Yeah.
Ever since this man has been sentenced.
Mm-hmm. And they ain't said a word about it. But you know why they can't say nothing about it.
Why you think?
Because probably their names are mentioned, or at least Oprah's name is probably on some documents in that case, so she can't open her mouth and say nothing about it. Because think about it, why wouldn't the media? She's a part of the media. Why wouldn't she be able to talk about it?
Lawyer done already hit her up.
There you go. Don't you say nothing negative, positive, indifferent. Don't you mention this name, because guess what? Your name on this piece of paper.
I forgot. Stedman is a lawyer.
Yeah, that's her lawyer. An
in-house.
Come on, dog. Why you think they've been together that long? Come on, dog. So
she can do her dirt in front of her lawyer and
so he can know what she's doing and already have alibi.
Privilege.
Always have the alibi. Always have the money ready to pay. That's it. See, people like that be getting sued. We don't hear nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
They'll explain why they've never. It's they probably like have common law marriage. They're really not legally married.
I don't think they ever got married.
That's why I said they're common law marriage. So they've been living in the house for like years.
Yeah.
So you have that. He's a lawyer, so everything is privileged.
Yeah. And I'm saying from the perspective of she's got a lawyer on her team. Like she's probably got several lawyers, but still, you know what I'm saying? Because I just think about how many times all these people are sued. Like they get sued a lot. Like people with big money, stuff like they get sued all the time. It may be for 1,000, 10,000, 25. Somebody may sue them for me. Sometimes, they just, flick them off to the side and just give them a couple thousand and they go about their business. But a lot of times these people go to court and it's never mentioned in the public because that's just what happens to them. Anytime you get a certain amount of money, somebody's going to try to sue you for something. Once they realize you got some cheese, they're going to be like, oh, okay. Oh, he on TV now. Oh, okay. Let me. Right. You remember that time you ran off my foot when we were 6? Oh, okay, man, I need you to pay my doctor bill. You see what I'm saying?
When I was 6.
Multiplied by inflation, that's going to be $182,000. You see what I'm saying? That's what people do. So I ain't surprised. Like, yeah, she better have a lawyer on her team. Shout out to we talked about Oprah. Shout out to Tempest Bledsoe. She should have been the next Oprah.
What?
You remember Tempest Bledsoe?
Yeah.
The one that played Vanessa on the Cosby Show? Yeah, she had a talk show for a while. And it was terrible. It was the worst thing on TV. It was the worst thing.
It was called
TV.
Tempest.
Yes.
Yes.
It was called Tempest, man.
I was like, goodness. Yeah.
I was like, the stuff that being a Cosby kid will get you. She had her own TV show. I think Malcolm Jamal Warner did with Reading Rainbow for a minute or something like that. After school special type of stuff he did.
He did not do Reading Rainbow.
Nah, he did something else, man.
I know he did Ed and Eddie. Yeah. I remember that show. Yeah. But
you talking about Ed and Eddie. Ed and Eddie was a cartoon. This man here. This man here, his
man, I'm all off today.
Yeah, this man here had a little bit.
It was
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and
Eddie. It was actually funny, very funny syndicated show.
Do you like
what?
What's his name? Eddie Griffin. You like him?
No, I don't like Eddie Griffin. I really don't like Eddie Griffin. No, I'll say this: Eddie Griffin he's funny, and he's a pretty socially conscious guy, but his brand of comedy just doesn't do it for me. Like he's funny doing certain stuff, but his brand of comedy just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I didn't. It was okay, but yeah, the show was pretty boring to me. I didn't really dig it like that.
Yeah. But it was an all right show. It wasn't terrible, just wasn't great.
So I've been looking at the Chappelle show lately.
Yes, sir.
And there was an episode on the Chappelle show that was it was like a skit called The Home Stenographer. You remember that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, home stenographer. So make sure you get this. I'm finna masturbate, go to sleep. Did you get that, home stenographer?
So,
oh my God, it's the greatest show of all time, man.
While I was looking at it, and we were talking about Dave Chappelle has been predicting the future, right? Mm-hmm. So the home stenographer is Alexa.
Oh yeah.
And then they had you can even now have a mobile home stenographer, and it was like a little midget on his back, and he was taking notes and everything. And I was like, "What? That's like Siri."
Yep.
Siri is your stenographer, Alexa. I was like, "This nigga."
Yep.
I was like, man, this is crazy as hell, man.
Dave Chappelle was definitely him and Neil Brennan. Shout out to Neil Brennan too, man. Another great writer and comic.
And Clayton Bigsby is Uncle Ruckus.
No, he's actually Clayton Bigsby is actually he's Uncle Ruckus, but he doesn't know he's Uncle Ruckus. Right. He's blind. He thinks he's white.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't know he's black. Ruckus knows he's black. And
no, he don't.
Yes, he does.
He said he has reverse vitiligo.
No, that's what he said. That's what he said.
I got reverse vitiligo.
Oh my God. Man. Oh my God. What? This is so fun. Man. Hey, one thing I want to say. I just want to say I want to give a shout out to all the healthcare professionals, all of the first responders. This is a difficult time.
Did we go through our intro?
Yeah, we did intro. Yeah, like
we did a partial intro.
Like an hour and 40 minutes ago, I think.
We didn't say anything like, and we're off on a tangent. We just started talking. As
we always do, we go off on a tangent without telling folks we're going off on a tangent.
Fans, we appreciate you.
We've gone off on 3 tangents.
Right, we went on several tangents. My grandma just walked on.
Yes, that's hilarious.
Granny, no!
Holla, 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 holla. Let me holla at you.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? So this is what I'm pretty much have to watch now since there is no sports on.
Yeah, no sports.
I mean, like ESPN looks crazy out here. I mean, it's only so long you can keep talking about Brady.
Yeah, and Zion and...
Which, speaking of which, the Titans didn't pick that nigga up. I don't know why. I would have picked him up.
Well, they already got
They re-signed Tannehill.
Yeah, because they're more interested. They're more interested in the future. Brady's the past, and let's be frank about that. Brady is the past. He has maybe 1 or 2 more years to actually play, but he's the past. And no, I know there's not a. He's only going to go somewhere that he basically can do the same thing he's been able to do before. And it's going to be very difficult to pull that off and still pay him, though. Still pay him $75 million. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard for that to happen.
But with them being like a game away from getting to the Super Bowl, pretty much, I would take that chance with getting him that 1 year, just having him for the 1 year, 1 or 2.
Excuse me. Can't be yawning on the mic. I would have thought that they would have got him because the coach and them used to play together.
Right.
So I thought, but I guess,
I was just looking at that on the news on ESPN. That was talking about they re-signed him for a nice little contract, and then they gave Henry the franchise tag.
Yep.
And they still ain't signed Dak Prescott. I don't know what the Cowboys doing. Do you know?
That's Dak Prescott's fault. By the way, he should have signed.
Do you know?
Should have took that deal.
Mark Sanchez,
yes,
is getting paid more than Dak Prescott.
Yes,
that's crazy.
That's Jerry
Mark
Jones.
Sanchez.
Dak Prescott should have took that deal. He should have took that deal.
Took what deal?
The one that was on the table, I think, at the beginning of this past season.
How much was the deal?
I don't know what it was for, but he should have took it. Because the money that he's asking for, I think that he's worth the money he's asking for. But as far as a situation where he's really going to get it, like, he should have re-signed with Dallas and been like, okay, I'm finna ball out another 2 years. Now give me the max.
He should have he should be making more than 4.
Yeah, he should be making more than $4 million. Now I don't know what Dallas was offering him versus what he was asking for.
Contract deal.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what Dallas was offering him versus what he was requesting. The gap in that, but he's definitely worth more than $4 million a year. Like he's worth
Mahomes is getting paid more than that. Mahomes is getting paid like 4.8 or something like that, I think.
And Malone, well, you know, you talking a champ right there now, so you know his money gonna go up, and it should have been higher than that anyway, because Pat Mahomes is like out of this world. But
Dak Prescott away is like an injury away now.
Who, Dak Prescott?
Yeah,
he's still a young dude though, man. He's still a young guy.
I don't know about that.
I think Dallas dropped the ball on that though. I think Dallas should have got that done. I think they should have got that done for real. I think they should have got it done.
What you heard any other new music outside of this J Electronica, man?
New Smoke DZA. I heard that. Griselda's got some new stuff. We're just talking about like hip hop stuff, yeah. Griselda got that. Well, they just signed.
It don't have to just be hip hop. Just something that you listen to.
Well, let's see, man. I mean, I know it's been out for a minute, but that Chris Brown Indigo was good. I listened to that.
Cause it's a lot of new music coming out.
Yeah, it's a lot of new music. I think who else was out? Somebody I was listening to the other day. It's a new artist, I can't remember.
So that rollout of 1501 will not let me release music. I don't know why. And her album came out.
Yeah.
And I was not impressed with that one either.
Well, nobody was even talking about it. Well, nobody talking about it.
Because I think it's called Sugar or something like Sugar. Yeah, I wasn't impressed by the joint.
Yeah. I ain't nobody even that I've heard even been talking about that joint. I just think that was a publicity stunt.
Has her name always had the 2 E's?
Man, I don't know. I don't listen to Megan Thee Stallion. I ain't really paid no attention to it since she's been out.
I never really paid any attention to it either, but I noticed when this album came out, I saw the 2 E's in the name, and I was like, I wonder, did she do that to separate herself out of the contract with 1501?
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Adding the extra E or
extra
something.
E or something like that, yeah.
Because I could have sworn it was just THE.
Yeah. She may have been able to get away with that. I don't know. Man, check this out. DeAndre Hopkins just got traded to Arizona Cardinals. Some new sports news right there.
I don't know if that's a good... Ain't nobody checking for Arizona, though.
Arizona was just a few games away. Yeah, yes, they are. The new quarterback.
Who that quarterback?
What's his name? Kyler Murray.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man. What else, man? What else you got?
I'm trying to see some other new music that came out. Man, I've been listening to, I don't know what it is. I guess I've been on a different little chill vibe, but I've been listening to What You Won't Do for Love.
Bobby Caldwell.
It's just hard. And to realize that back in the 70s or late 70s, early 80s, that we were listening to soulful, blue-eyed singers. Because this dude is white. When you hear him, though,
yeah,
you would think he like Billy Ocean or something. He sound like a Billy Ocean or something. So been listening to some David Sanborn type. Cause see, okay, once I think I have to get in the mood, a different type of zone in order to listen to this electronica.
Maybe so.
Now that I know that he is pretty much, because when I listened to it, it reminded me of, I'm like, you know what? This kind of reminds me of like some jazz or something. So when I started listening to David Sanborn and stuff like that, I'm like, that's what it is. It's some contemporary jazz. So I'm like, I'm gonna try and go back and listen to it again, but I think it's spoken word over jazz beats.
Okay. I can respect that. I can respect that. I think that this is
but he not
one of the best. I think it's one of the best albums of 2020. I think it'll be one of the best. I think he's going to get. I think he's going to get a Grammy.
This nigga wasn't even in your top list.
He wasn't. There's several MCs I think are super dope that ain't in my top 10 list. A whole bunch of them.
Okay, so with that being said, then why are they not?
Who? Why are they not?
Yeah,
because the other guys are just better. They're just better.
No, you know what I'm saying? No other reason.
They're just better. They're just better MCs. They got better music. Like Wordsworth is a cold MC.
Who?
See, you don't even know who he is. See what I'm saying?
Wordsworth?
Wordsworth. Yes. Cold. For real. But he is not on Talib Kweli's level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just better. I mean, either better as an MC, better as an entertainer, better as an artist. Like, they're just better.
Do you think electronica is better than Black Thought?
No. Black Thought is a god MC. I'm not saying that J Electronica is not, but J Electronica does not have the catalog that Black Thought has. Period. And they got music together. I'm just upset at the. I'm still back on this electronic. I'm still upset about this the production. Well, I mean, hey man, you know,
in comparison to Jay-Z, they ain't no.
My final words on this album: he will win a Grammy for this album.
What?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna do a show on Grammy history and albums that absolutely sucked that got Grammys, and then I'm gonna let you say what then. There's some terrible Grammy albums out there.
You might be right, because
this album is not terrible.
I do not like Reasonable Doubt, and it's critically acclaimed. So you might be right. What was Nas' first album? Illmatic?
Yeah.
It's critically acclaimed, so yeah. I don't get that. I don't get it.
I mean, hey, it's cool, man.
It's like the things that are like acquired tastes are what get you the props, not the shit that really sounds good.
Okay.
The abstract art of work.
There it is, man. It's the same vein of Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Common.
Tribe Called Quest always sounded good though.
That different production, Ali Shaheed Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Q-Tip. Like we said earlier,
that's just
if J Electronica had Q-Tip to produce his album, you think track-wise it would have been better?
I don't think Q-Tip is that good of a producer.
Are you serious? This man here, man.
What's some songs that this man produced?
He produced the song, the Janet Jackson song where he sampled Joni Mitchell. Q-Tip produced that. And Ali Shaheed Muhammad. Yes.
I don't know.
See, you keep saying you keep saying you don't know, but these folks have produced a lot of great music. Some you didn't even know they produced it.
I would have to hear the song that you're referring to, but I haven't heard that song.
There's a bunch of them, man. There's a bunch of them. As a matter of fact, I'm finna look it up. I gotta look it up because I gotta see it. What do we say? Oh, I already said who I think should have produced this album, but
who?
Either Ninth Wonder or DJ Premier.
Yeah. And again, I would say you couldn't go wrong with Dr. Dre.
Dre would have been cool.
Yeah.
Dre would have been cool.
That would have been like a Three Kings album.
Maybe so.
Three Kings 2.
Yeah.
Cause you know they did Three Kings. It was like Jay, Dr. Dre, and Cube, I think.
No, it was Rick Ross.
No, it was Cube.
Three Kings?
Yeah.
Who did that?
Dr. Dre, Jay-Z?
No, it was Rick Ross.
That was Rick Ross?
Yeah. It was on Rick Ross' album. Three Kings, him, Jay-Z, and Dr. Dre. Yeah.
I feel like Cube, Jay-Z, and Dr. Dre did a song together, though.
Maybe so. Actually, the producers of God Till It's Gone was Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. But Q-Tip was on that joint, though.
Hey, have you heard of there's this Amazon store that's finna open up?
Amazon store?
Yeah. It's like
Oh, the grocery?
yeah, it's like
Oh, it's supposed to be open here?
well, no. I don't know where exactly it's gonna open, but it's opening, but it's probably gonna change the way everybody pretty much shops.
Mm-hmm. So
It's pretty much like a scan and go, but you are not scanning anything.
yeah, it's hitting your
store-
card when you walk in there.
The store is scanning everything as soon as you put it in the basket.
Yes, sir. You got one in New York right now.
So as soon as you put something in the basket and you have your app on your phone, it's already going to be in your shopping cart.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you just pull up your phone, you just pay and then just walk out the store.
Just walk out the store. Yep.
Dude,
What? I don't see nothing wrong with it, man.
this goes back to what I was telling you before, cashless society.
I get it. I just think that I don't think a lot of this stuff is as big of a deal as people want to make it to be. Because whether you're gonna have to pay for it some kind of way, right?
Right.
So my thing is, like right now. So whatever situation you wind up in, because I mean, look, you know, I'm even talking to some people about bartering. Like we've been talking about exchange of services and stuff like that.
What are you exchanging, sir?
I do lawn care, sir. And I know people that cut hair. I know people that do hair and kind of thing. It's not for me, my kids and people I know. Thank you very much. We don't do that kind of stuff in Memphis.
Thought you were trying to hold these women's lawns for hostage.
No, sir, not at all. This is definitely not what I do.
Drop this shit off, bitch.
I'm a class act, sir. I run a viable business in the Memphis metro area. Thank you very much.
So what you gonna do for me cutting your grass?
The same thing anybody else does. Pay. Okay, thank you very much. So when are we gonna have Leonard Washington on the show? That's what I want to know. When are we gonna have Leonard Washington on the show?
Better check your tone. Check your tone. Use your inside voice.
So he wind up outside.
Goodbye.
We gotta find some stuff to laugh at, man. It's doomsday going on outside.
Man. Yes, indeed.
It's doomsday.
And it's raining right now.
And it's raining. And it's cold.
Right.
It ain't supposed to be cold right now.
Right.
Tell you, man. It is cold, brother.
Dude, the episode was called Making Me Sick, man. They making us sick, man.
Yeah.
The weather.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, hey, we got the virus out here. We're going to try and keep you sick. Well, that is to those conspiracy theorists who believes in that the government who can manufacture the weather.
Yeah, for those that believe in that.
You don't believe in that, sir?
I don't have any thought for it either way. It doesn't really matter to me.
There is a weather making machine.
I know it is, but it doesn't I don't care. I have a baby making machine myself.
We all have those, but we're not trying to use it either, though. We're using the machine. We're like, hey, don't shoot that out. No. Johnny No Seeds.
Okay, man. I'm through. I'm done. This is it.
Quills.
Rodney Quills Dinkins. We cannot watch the Chappelle Show and do this show anymore.
Dude.
It's not possible. Oh, man, it's not possible. Shout out to all the listeners, the old listeners, the new listeners, the folks listening for the first time. Just want to appreciate your support. Appreciate all the subscribers. Please continue to subscribe. hit the like button on the post, hit the love button on the post, hit the dislike button, whatever one you want to hit. Just hit one of them. Hit us up.
This nigga just hit the juke move and finna go around for a touchdown.
No, sir, I'm not. Let us know what you think about the show. Just appreciate you guys listening, man. Shout out to everybody in the state. Everybody in the state of Tennessee. Subscribing in the state of Texas and so forth. Just all of the listeners, man. I cannot do this. All the listeners checking us out, man, weekly. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Hopefully y'all doing good. Hopefully your families are doing good. And hopefully this thing is over with relatively quick and we can get back to having some more fun.
Man,
yeah.
Ron Isley wanted that joint. Give me all of that, baby.
This is not V101, sir. Who are you?
I'm talking about Contagion. I'm talking Contagion. This Corona, man. He wanted that joint. Give it to me. I want it all, baby.
Yeah, okay. Get well soon, anybody that's sick.
Yes, indeed. And yes, to Allie off of what Ivan the Great was speaking. Yes, do appreciate all of the listeners. Bullshit aside, this is all shits and giggles. Yes. But do appreciate that y'all can take the time out of your day, whatever time that you find, to listen to us talk shit, bullshit, give you some informative information, all wrapped in bullshit.
This man here.
I mean, hey, you gotta entertain in some kind of way. So you gotta, speak on some bullshit and then put a little seriousness in between there. What you gonna do when they? Was you wrapping up?
Yeah.
What you gonna do when they do have this curfew?
Stay in the house, man. I don't see no reason to go out past curfew anyway. Curfew, be home. Time supposed to be home.
Man, you're going to have to have your junk by 8 o'clock. Whatever junk that you have by 8 o'clock, just be mindful. She going to have to be there until 5 in the morning.
Hey, man, don't tell me. I ain't the one need to know that information. All these other folks out here do. I don't need to know that.
Okay, sir. All right.
This man here, man.
All right.
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
When keeping it real
goes wrong. Why his pants, his whole suit like that? Anyway, man, I'm done.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this junk up. People, especially my black people, quit shaming other people because they're wanting to protect themselves. If they want to walk around with a complete body condom on their face because they don't want to catch the corona, let them. If that's how they want to protect themselves. Hey, I'm still walking around with my ninja mask looking like Zartan. I'm still gonna protect myself because I ain't trying to breathe in these germs.
I'm with you on that, man.
Like right now, this nigga about to give him some germs on this suit. Nigga, if you don't get your motherfucking hands off of me. Wu-Tang! But yeah, I appreciate our fans. I appreciate the listeners. Please continue to spread the word. This is, just in case anybody is wanting to really know, this is posted every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I always look out for it. It's always first thing in the morning. So first thing you riding to work, it's already there. So you want something entertaining you on the way to work. Memphis niggas always just gonna be talking shit. Checking face ass, looking ass, all of that. But again, we're gonna wrap this joint up. I am your host, Jason JWillDoes. Got my guy Ivan the Grizzly.
Ivan the Great.
And we getting about this joint.
Peace. Be safe.
Wash your hands, nasty bastards.
Oh man.
You filthy animals. Peace. Wu-Tang! Shit.